Peace and blessings to everybody out there. Welcome back to the Fake Woke Podcast. It's your boy BobbyVILN. I am back with another video. I'm here to talk about Midwest and Plans Assistance Equity Center, and I'm also here to talk about the Gay and Lesbian Education Network program. Now, I was reading an article from the Daily Mail, and apparently a couple of Midwest teachers came together for a workshop on how to support children who are suffering from gender dysphoria. And it wasn't the workshop that you thought it would have been, you know, trying to get them some type of psychiatric help, trying to understand where these kids are coming from or whatnot. Well, they are trying to understand where these kids are coming from, but they're really just trying to affirm these kids and trying to push them towards potentially transitioning, calling them by their preferred pronouns, quote unquote, their preferred names or their new nickname, under their nicknames or whatever the case may be, behind the parents' back. They basically came together, did a workshop just so they could figure out ways on how to circumvent these red states' new laws that they passed on affirming children and having children take hormone blockers and having these children go through these surgeries and whatnot and trying to hide it from the parents. It's the same thing for the Gay Lesbian Education Network. The same thing for that. And it's really starting to make its rounds within the education system, because that workshop was funded by the Midwest education system. It was funded by those school districts over there. Now they're trying to come up with ways to hide the fact that these children want to transition over from their parents. Now parents cannot be parents no more. They're taking away the ability for parents to be parents. They're taking away the fact that maybe that parent told that child, nah, you can't do that right now. You're too young. Maybe when you get older, maybe I'll allow you to do that when you get older, or something like that. You know, you're not even giving the parents a chance to actually be parents. You're trying to parent these kids for the parents. You think you know what's best for these children. How can an outsider sit there and tell you what's best for your child when it comes to sexuality and transitioning and major surgeries like these transitioning surgeries, ordering these hormone blockers? What they don't really realize is that, or maybe they do understand that, once that process starts, it's an ongoing money bag. That, how can I say it? That route of medical, how can I say it? That route of big pharma, that route of surgeries when it comes to transitioning and whatnot is very lucrative for big pharma and for the medical industry. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's projected to be a $5 billion industry within a decade. Gender affirming surgery, hormone blockers, hormone therapy, and all this. Like, they are targeting these children because they're working on, not in the red states, because I think the red states already blocked a lot of this, but mostly within the blue states, they're targeting these children by allowing children to be able to go through these surgeries and whatnot and not tell their parents and not disclose the information towards their parents. These hormone therapies, these hormone blockers and whatnot, not necessarily the actual transitioning surgery, you know? And in some states, it's possible for these children to run away from home, still access their parents' insurance, and still go through the process of transitioning, and that's including the surgery. And it's sick and it's sadistic in my personal opinion, especially when it comes to the Midwest, Midwest and Plans Equity Assisted Center. Their acronym is MAP. Now, if you're familiar with this new term MAP or MAPS, it also stands for minor attracted people or persons. People that are attracted to minors, infants, toddlers, children, preteens, teenagers, people that are sexually are just physically attracted to children, kids, teens. You can't make this shit up. And it's not funny. This shit is at this point now it's really starting to get sinister, because the educational system is doing exactly what I thought it was going to do. And it's now it's trying to take control over the children, and it's trying to take control from the parents. And what the educational system or the government is trying to be is the parent of these children, and try to throw the actual parents to the wayside. And that's what's happening right now. And there's only so much you can do. The best thing you can possibly do right now is take your children out of these public schools, out of these private schools, and homeschool your children. Because I don't even think private school is safe at this point. I don't even think private school is safe at this point. You're gonna be paying all of this money just so your children can be indoctrinated with an agenda you don't even approve of. Like they went and had a workshop on how to circumvent the laws within some of these red states just to get these kids hormone blockers, or just for these children to be referred to as their nicknames. And none of this shit has been proven to truly relieve these children of their discomfort or depression or whatever they're suffering from. There's not enough study done into this. The hormone blockers that they're using are used to castrate pedophiles, sex offenders. They're irreversible. And they're trying to hide the studies on these procedures because it's a cash cow. Once you start these procedures, it's a wrap. Transitioning over is hundreds of thousands. Transitioning back is hundreds of thousands. Some people will forever be messed up. What they're telling you is, instead of actually seeking some type of mental help, cut your genitals off and shoot yourself up with either testosterone or estrogen just to numb your pain, just to make yourself feel better for a short amount of time. They don't tell you about the horror stories. They only tell you about the fact that some of these surgeries are successful. And I'm not going to sit there and tell you that some of them aren't successful. Some of these people actually feel better after transitioning. But there's not enough studies out there to confirm what's the actual percentage. They're trying to suppress the people that actually speaking out against these procedures, that went through these procedures and that regret going through these procedures. It's all about affirm, so they could get the cash. They trying to roll in the dough instead of actually make these people feel better. That's what the medical industry is for. It's not there to cure you of your ailments. What the medical industry is there for is to have you continuously come back in order for them to continuously get that cash. And this is no different. Somebody sat there and I sent a couple of articles to some people, and somebody sat there and told me that they're covering all bases. They're knocking out 3 things with 1 stone. They're making these people more submissive, more docile, so they won't have a chance to fight back against certain laws or whatever. It's just the system in general. Not only that, depopulation, because a lot of those hormone blockers and the hormone therapies make these people infertile, and you're trying to target kids before they even hit puberty. It's not reversible. It's irreversible. You can't reverse this shit. And not only are they covering the depopulation category, they also get in the bag, like I've been saying, because it's non-stop checkups. It's non-stop medical visits. If you're transitioning or retransitioning or detransitioning, whatever the proper term is, hide your kids. Hide your kids, bro. Hide your grandkids. Do whatever you need to do in order to protect your children. If they are suffering from gender dysphoria or whatever, seek psychiatric help first before going down that route of transitioning your child. Besides that, I'm done. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share my content. I truly appreciate the people who actually shares my content, who actually watches my content. I appreciate the people that just scroll on by and just say, fuck it, I don't want to watch that shit, it's too long. Or fuck it, I don't want to watch that shit at all. Even if it's a short video. I appreciate it. Thank you.